Ladies and gentlemen, my name is
Scott.
Hey, yo. Is that his younger brother? It's gonna be
Jeff.
The cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
And you're listening to
all of the great action figures from our good friends at Hasbro.
The Fullyposeable.
Have your own WrestleMania with all your favorite figures.
Wrestling figure.
Each sold separately from LJN.
Podcast.
And we are the Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling.
Hey, welcome to episode 526 of the Fullyposeable Wrestling Figure Podcast, longest running episodic wrestling figure podcast going today. My name is Jeff, and sitting alongside next to me is my real life brother, not storyline brother, Scott. Scott, say hello.
Hello.
Scott, what's going on, dude?
I'm going to go see Ghost tomorrow night.
Oh, Sacramento, right?
Yep, they're playing at the Golden One. So Shannon, myself, and my boss's girlfriend are going to the Ghost show.
The Golden One Shower, nice.
The Golden Shower Arena.
Yes, nice, dude. Well, you're going to go see Ghost. I hope you have a good time, dude.
Thank you. I think it would be more appropriate to maybe see R. Kelly at the Golden Shower Arena, but what do I know?
Drip, drip, drip. On this show, we have got a bunch of New York Toy Fair news, but the most important thing I should say regarding this show is we got Michael Kanik on the back end. He's going to be talking about New York Toy Fair, talking about a lot of big rubber guys stuff, including major stars, including the Major League Baseball and MLBPA. Yes, MLBPA is under the Collect Major group, so they get to make some baseball stars.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to ask him any questions about that, Jeff.
There might be 1, 2, 300, but yeah, something like that.
Somewhere around there, yeah, rough estimate.
He's not making Baseball Stars the Nintendo game. He's making Major League Baseball stars that are...
Well, not yet.
No. Let's not even stop that right now.
At the pace they're getting licenses, man. I don't know. Anything is possible.
So this is going to be a long show. So if you want to get any of our shirts, head on over to Pro Wrestling Tees or whatamaneuver.net. You can follow us on the Twitter X, YouTube, Snapchat, Book of Faces, at Fullyposeable, Instagram, Fullyposeable WFP. You can go back and listen to any of our past podcasts. Number one place to listen to our podcast is on Podbean, because you can go all the way back to episode 1 and listen to every single episode from there 10 years later to now.
10 years.
I still haven't released the 10-year episode. Having a rough time with that one.
Really?
Yeah, that one's rough, dude.
Oh, wow. I had no idea you hadn't released it yet.
I hadn't released it. I planned on releasing it. It's tough. That's all I can say.
I gotcha. They'll get it when they get it.
Yes. There might be something like in 2022 when we technically didn't miss a week, but we banked a show and we released that banked episode for when I was trying to recover from COVID. So
yeah, I think you were recovering and then I ended up getting it. So it was just, we kind of double whammied right there.
Exactly. You guys know where to rate, review, and you can send us any audio questions, or anything else at all. Send on over to Fullyposeable WFP at gmail.com. Scott, WrestleCon news. The only names that popped up just recently, notable names, I should say, Kevin Nash, Jake and Cheryl Roberts, they're back together. And then I hear that they're making tights that Rick Rude wore, and they're signing them. And okay, no, they're not. I'm just joking.
Oh, I was like, yes. Darn it, you got my hopes up.
Cora Jade, Dakota Kai, and The Righteous. That is the new notable names for WrestleCon to go along with...
Here we go. Micro Machines, man.
Rock and Roll Express, Don Morocco, Kevin Von Erich, Manny Fernandez, Soraya Rikishi, Mance Warner, The Godwins, The Hacksaw, Jim Duggan, Eric Bischoff, Mike Chioda, Killer Cross, and Scarlett, JBL, Rhino, Ron Simmons, Angelina Love, and Velvet Sky, The Steiners, Mina Shirakawa, Mick Foley, Christy Hemme, Jerry Lawler, Dustin Rhodes, RVD, Victoria Hardy, Harley Cameron, Jake Hager, Ken Kennedy, Tatanka, Athena, Speedball Make Bailey, Speedball Jeff Toon right now, Butterbean, Carlito, Shane Douglas, Chavo Guerrero, Frankie Kazarian, AEW's Brian Keith, Candice Michelle, Snitsky, Dan Spivey, Andy Hartwell, Mickey James, Sandman, Al Snow, and the Tonga Kid.
And that's what happens when Jeff does a bump.
Hey, you like to party? Tapping my nose. So those are the names for WrestleCon. Scott, did you pick up anything?
I got my Jesse in.
Yes. Let's do a points of articulation.
Well, Okay, give me a sec. Let me turn around and grab it because I took it out of the shipping box.
Okay.
So it's literally in the Saturday Night's Main Event box, right behind me. One sec.
Okay, gotcha. Figure is excellent. It's going to be tough to give this a low score because you can't give it a low score. The Jesse camo hat, microphone in the Saturday Night's Main Event packaging. Scott is back with the figure. The box itself is kind of like camo-esque.
You know, it's going to match his hat, right? The cowboy hat. I keep saying this is almost like a mashup of Saturday Night Jesse
keep going.
And Predator Jesse.
There you go.
All he's missing is the minigun.
Yep.
All right, so Jeff, I'm going to do something that's probably unheard of in your house, and I'm going to remove the figure from the box.
Is this the first time that you've seen the figure? It's up close and personal?
Up close and personal, yes. First time. I'm just opening it now. So have you checked yours out already?
I have.
You took it out of the box and everything?
Did.
Snakeskin boots, jeans, leopard, almost like leopard or jungle print shirt, and then his cowboy hat, the camo cowboy hat. Oh, wait a second. This doesn't have a window on the front.
Wait, what?
Mine doesn't have a window on the front. I can touch the figure. I'm literally touching the figure.
Well, now I got to go check mine because I thought that it had the window.
No, dude, I'm literally touching the figure through the front of the package.
Whoa.
So did I get a weird? We should pause so you can go look at your Jesse.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Oh, dude, come on.
All right.
I need to know if I got a weird one.
All right, let me go see. Hold on. Okay, let's see. You know,
the magic of editing, that literally took no time.
Actually, I couldn't find my Jesse. The room's full of cardboard, so I didn't know what was what. Oh, I'm touching the figure.
Okay, so hypothetically, you go to a signing. The way that the package is shaped, right? The sides of it curve in to the front.
Right.
So you could have a side panel signed.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy, dude. Like in my brain, it showed like there was a plastic panel. That's crazy.
Right. No, there's no way, because I'm looking at it and I'm like, it's weird I'm not getting a glare off of the lights in the room. And then I'm like, wait a second.
You can't put this at retail.
No, absolutely not. So accessory count right off the bat, we got 3. And I believe he also comes with the bandana. That would make 4 accessories total. So he's got a microphone, he's got the hat, the bandana, removable cloth or soft goods shirt. This is an outstanding sculpt job on this Jesse. My only wish, and this is going to deduct points, is the choice of his jacket or shirt.
Okay.
So if you turn the package over, you'll see him. He's wearing the hat in the picture. This looks like a shot from a Saturday Night's Main Event, but he's got that black leather jacket with the gray snakeskin.
Yeah.
I wish they had put him in that, because if you're really going to call this a Saturday Night's Main Event Jesse and not have it almost be like a Predator crossover figure, which I love that they did that. But if this was a true Saturday Night's Jesse, I would rather have him in that jacket than the shirt that they put him in. Minor gripe. It will deduct a few points for outfit choice. You're going to go soft goods. You're going to get some points deducted. I'm not going to say I don't like the shirt, but the jacket would have been a lot cooler. The sculpt on this thing, holy crap, is that Jesse?
Much better than his LJN.
Oh, yeah. Wow. No, that's an incredible likeness on this Jesse. He's got the one finger pointing.
WWE microphone hat.
Yeah, WWE microphone, removable hat. I love the snakeskin boots. Great touch. I think would go great with the jacket instead of the shirt. But points of articulation, man, the only points I'm deducting are the outfit choice. 9.4.
Oh, you're going 9.4?
I am. Dude, look at the sculpt on this thing. That's incredible.
Excellent. It's excellent. I want to go that high, but it's excellent. The packaging is adding points to it for me. The hat, the jacket, I agree with. They should have put him in the jacket that's on the back of the packaging. You're 100% correct, because that is I'm not going to say a memorable look of Jesse, but it's something we remember, is that him wearing that jacket.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, I totally remember that jacket. And you know, one more thing I want to point out, Jeff, is on the side of the box, it's got like it's not, I don't know if that's a sketch art or what of Jesse. That's from Predator.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That is from Predator. That is not Jesse from Saturday Night's Main Event. That's Jesse from the end of Predator when they're like doing the The still shots of them where if you put 80s sitcom music, it could be like an 80s sitcom getting introduced to the cast. Is that Magnum PI?
It is.
Okay.
Do you want me to do A-Team?
I really don't. We're having Kanik on this show, and you're bringing this bullshit in. Come on.
All right, sorry.
What are you doing? You're ruining his episode.
It's late on a Thursday. Come on now. I'm not going that high. I was going to go 7-9.
Oh. Okay, there's Simon Cowell, dude.
It's good. It's really good. But to me, is it going to make my top 10 or 11 of 2026?
You need to look at the face sculpt again.
The face sculpt's excellent. I've already looked at it.
Okay. That doesn't at least put it in the 8. The sculpt alone puts it into the 8s for me.
It only has 3 accessories.
4.
3, sir.
Not including the hands.
I'm going to go 7-9. I don't know if this is going to make the top 11 of 2026.
It's going to make mine.
It is?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. The head sculpt alone.
Now, we still have a long ways to go, but just thinking ahead of everything that's coming in 2026, I don't even know if this will make honorable mention.
Oh,
we'll see. Because as of right now, we've got Rogeaus coming out. We've got more big rubber guys. We got a Jushin Thunder Liger that we'll get to here from the big rubber guys. We've got KWK. We've got Regium figures. There's a lot of stuff coming out that it's going to be hard to put this Jesse in the top 11.
Okay.
So we'll see. It's early February. By the way, speaking of, happy birthday to you, brother.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I still have another week or so, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, when the show drops this upcoming week, it will be your birthday.
Yes, on the 26th.
You'll be a lean, mean, ripped, chiseled, and jacked 26-year-old.
Times 2.
Times 3.
Times 3.
Sorry. No, you're in a...
Not yet.
No, but no, happy birthday to you, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I truly appreciate it.
What do you got planned for your birthday this upcoming week?
I will be in Reno my birthday weekend, and
Lucky.
not for a weekend of like adult debauchery. Peyton has a dance comp at GSR. So we're going to be staying at the GSR. She's got a dance comp there. So we'll make the best of it. We always do. It always seems to fall on my birthday weekend, her dance comps. So no big deal. We make it work. It's a good family trip. It's a lot of fun.
Are you going to the sushi buffet?
We discussed it. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. It's a drive because it's actually one more exit down off the freeway and then all the way down. What is that? Virginia, I think. It's all the way down at Atlantis, which is on the opposite end of the freeway. Okay. So, it's a drive, but we'll see. Most likely, yes.
Okay. Now you got Jesse in. Did you get anything else?
No, that was it.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get anything either. So outside of the Jesse, that's about it for me over here as well. Gonna pre-order, as you'll hear with Michael Kanik, gonna pre-order the Fabulous Rogeaus and get paid tomorrow or this past week. And yeah, I'll put that towards BRG Rogeau Brothers.
Nice. And I got a text from Tim. He found Series 2 LJNs.
Whoa, really?
Yep. He sent me a picture and he had the Jesse and the Warrior. Black Card Warrior.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude, he scored big time.
By the way, did you open up your first series of LJNs?
No.
Okay.
I only have the one Hogan. And then Tim picked me up Dusty. He's going to give it to you at the draft to give to me. Oh,
yeah. You're not going to be at the
next
draft.
Month. No, I'm not going to be able to make it. Peyton has a dance comp that weekend in San Jose, so I won't be able to make it.
You've got to do your PowerPoint presentation.
Well, I can share my screen.
Yeah, you can do that. You'll be hearing a lot of baseball talk in the next couple months, by the way.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
But technically, we are talking figures.
Yes.
In the wrestling world.
Exactly.
That also has the MLB license. So, sorry.
All right, time for pre-orders. As I have mentioned, Collect Major. The Rogeau brothers, they do come with American flags. That pre-order is up this week, so make sure you get that pre-order in for the Rogeau brothers. Pre-orders up on Big Bad Toy Store for Boss Fight Studio, Dragon Lee, Roosh, Dralistico, and Ultimo Dragon. Those are all available at Big Bad Toy Store for pre-order. I wonder when they're going to get the Dragon Lee, Roosh, and Dralistico in. I feel like I've been talking about those for a while.
You have. I mean, it's going to be a little bit, but it's worth the wait.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, let me check BBTS real quick and see if it's still on pre-order status or if it says available. One sec.
Because last time I checked, it said pre-order, unless it switched over just recently.
Okay, yeah. Ultimo Dragon's on pre-order still. Let's see. Roosh is still on pre-order, as are Dragon Lee. And Dralistico is sold out.
Whoa.
Yeah, hey, good on Boss Fight, dude. So check this out on Big Bad Toy Store. Ray Phoenix, obviously, because that one's really old, sold out. Laredo Kid, who is also coming up in the KWK line, is sold out. Dralistico, sold out, so you can pull him off your list. And then Vampiro, also sold out. So good on Boss Fight, man. They're selling out some figures.
Nice. I'm happy for them. All right. Hassel Toys. For pre-order, Raven Regium and Ahmed Johnson Regium as well. That is Hassel Toys, or do a search for Grapplers and Gimmicks in Google's. FC Toys shop.figurecollections.com. They have the Crush Retro, purple gear, and yellow gear. That is the Crush Retro, and of course, KWK. February pre-order is Great Kabuki and Tenryu. You can find the J&J figures or just look up KWK brand on Instagram and see where you can pre-order the figures as well. That is February pre-orders for KWK, Great Kabuki, and Tenryu. All right. This past week was New York Toy Fair. And even if the companies weren't there, they were still dropping news. Some companies were. My Fandom Spotlight series announced a new signing, Bill Apter. Scott, who's Bill Apter?
Bill Apter is a photographer who has done photos for name a wrestling magazine that dropped in the 80s, and he had a picture in there most likely. Most of his work went to Pro Wrestling Illustrated, I believe, but he's been around since probably the 70s, early 80s, providing pictures, he would do like when Pro Wrestling Illustrated did their most popular awards or most hated awards back in the 80s. Bill Apter was the guy to introduce the award and the performer who won it.
Yep.
He would do the little video package for it. So Bill Apter has been around forever. We've seen him at cons. He'll walk around with a microphone, just chatting with like random people with talent, and just has been around the wrestling world forever. He's a legend. Everybody knows who Bill Apter is. So that's amazing. He's finally getting a figure.
Yep. So that is the My Fandom Spotlight series that we have been talking about. FC Toys 3 3/4 Macho in orange trunks and Andre in a green singlet. Do you remember when Andre wore a green singlet?
I want to say in one of his last matches, he wore a green singlet.
Oh, okay. I was drawing a blank. I remember the blue. I remember the black, but don't remember the green.
I'm all over the Google machine tonight, and let me type in green singlet. But I want to say I saw a match of his from Mexico or Japan, and he was, there's actually a picture of him. If you bring up Andre green singlet on Google Images, the very first shot that comes up, he's got red knee pads on and a green singlet.
Okay.
And I want to say that's from like Mexico or Japan. I can't remember where, but yeah, there's a few pictures that pop up of him wearing that.
Okay. So that is Andre the Giant and Macho Man 3 3/4 style figures.
Like reaction style, not O-ring style.
Yeah, correct. Zombie Sailor Heels and Faces, Ultimo Dragon and Joey Janela were shown off at New York Toy Fair. Zombie Sailor was there. And on top of that, good news for the 6-inch scale collectors. He is bringing back the Pinnacle figures. His series 1 was Brian Pillman, King Kong Bundy, Abdullah the Butcher, and
Jeff
Jarrett. Well, he also showed off series 2, One Man Gang. He'll have a vest, and Extra Head will have the sunglasses. That's One Man Gang. New Jack, Dino Bravo, and Bad News Brown. Those are his 6-inch Pinnacle collection figures.
I'm tempted to buy 3, most likely buying 2. Can you guess which 2?
Bad News and Dino.
No, Bad News and Gang.
Why not Dino?
If I win the lottery, I'm buying Dino as well.
If I win the lottery.
If I win the lottery.
How much do you expect these things to be, dude?
50 or 60.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, 2 figures is going to set me back 2 bills and a little bit extra. So 3's asking a lot, dude.
You're loaded. You can afford that.
Oh yeah. Pull that money right out of my pocket right now. It's chump change.
I think you and I need to start doing whatnot. Anyways.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
All right. Toonie, moving over to Toonie. They showed off their Giant series, which is their LJN style series. Talk Show Macho Man. And Scott, what's Talk Show Macho Man?
This would be Macho Man's look, his black and white outfit look from the Arsenio Hall show.
Or did you say Arsenio, isn't it?
Arsenio Hall?
Arce or Arce? I thought it was Arsenio Hall.
Is it Arsenio? Arsenio Hall? I would call him Arsenio Hall.
I've always called him Arsenio.
Here we go again. Off to Google. Actually, I'm going to go to Wikipedia for this one because it always tells you like exactly how to pronounce it.
That's like when Christopher Walken was trying to pronounce Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
Is the emphasis on the Foo or the Fighters?
All right, Arsenio. It does not tell me how to pronounce it.
Oh, right.
Come on now.
Oh, that's weird.
Let me try this.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters. How do I pronounce? Why are we talking about Arsenio Hall on our? Okay, come on.
Because Toonie, dude. Toonie is so off the wall, and I love it.
Okay, you're right. Yep, it's Arce, S-E-H. Arce. Ni. Actually, they have O-W. That would be ow, not O.
Arsenio? Arsenio ow?
Arsenio.
Ow?
Let's see if you'll be able to hear this. It's actually got a little recorder. Hold on.
Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio. Yeah.
Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio Hall. Okay, now I have it. I just had to mimic her for. Hold on, one more.
Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio Hall. Okay, I have it now. I will never mispronounce Arsenio again. Except that last time.
The random rabbit holes that we go down sometimes.
Yeah, that's your fault.
Kanik sitting there going, "This is the lead into me."
Yeah, this is the lead in. This is my opening band. Yeah, sorry, we're a little more Coheed and Cambria and less Megadeth tonight. I apologize.
Hey, leave Coheed and Cambria alone, dude.
I won't leave them alone. No.
You don't like Coheed?
They have one song, dude.
No, they've got more.
No, I mean they may have more.
Give them
Nobody knows.
Give them a listen, dude.
No.
All right. It's not your cup of tea.
No.
Hey, you know what? That's the way I feel about the Deftones. They've got one song.
I'm not a Deftone fans either.
Okay.
The Deftones just don't do it for me. They have a huge fan base. Same with 311. And I'm sorry if you guys are fans of these bands, just they just don't do it for me.
Hey, that's what we were talking about last week regarding music. It's a universal language.
Subjective.
It's all subjective. And
yes, it is a universal language.
And if you guys like them, that's, more power to you to go see them, drop money to go to a concert, buy a merch shirt, whatever.
Yep.
So
that's right.
Anyway, we're not
to double back to the music talk, Jeff. There's rumors going around that Bad Bunny is going to wrestle at WrestleMania 42.
Really?
Yes, there are rumors going around, rumblings that Bad Bunny is going to be at WrestleMania. It would completely shock me if he showed up at WrestleMania. I would be floored if he showed up there. But if he does, I don't think he will. But if he does, Mattel, you know what to do.
Well, if you saw Ringside this past week, they did show off a picture of Bad Bunny.
So maybe Ringside got him for their figure line.
No. Let's not go there.
Hey guys, we have Demolition, the Road Warriors, Joe Hendry, and Bad Bunny.
But that does go along with Walmart showing that pre-order about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
So yeah. We'll see.
But there's no excuse not to have a Bad Bunny figure. If he does, then that would put him in 2 WrestleMania matches and the Backlash match. That's 2 massive pay-per-views and 1 filler pay-per-view and no figures. Come on.
Your daughter would lose her, you know what?
Yes. I'm telling you, I'm buying 2 right off the bat and I'm picking her one up too.
Alana's going to want to go to WrestleMania. She'll fly out just for the day to go to WrestleMania if Bad Bunny's there.
I think she should, man. Kid's 25 years old. Go live your life. Go to Vegas just for this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I already told her when he comes around, we're going to a concert.
Are you?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I really want to see his live show for sure.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
All right, sticking with Toonie, Everest series, The Warlord. Now, this is his 1991 look. This is the Warlord with the metal shield, the chest armor and the W walking stick deal.
And when you said metal shield, that's the half the faceplate.
Yes.
Yeah, not an actual like Captain America shield.
Yeah, no, not that thing. Captain America's fake. Warlord's real. So, but if I can kind of talk to you guys right now, the Everest series, I love the Everest series. It's because of how large they are. I've got the Macho Man. I've got Road Warrior Animal with the superhero face paint. I've got that.
Some might say it's Batman. Others will say
allegedly. But I love these Everest figures because for so long we've gotten a lot of different. I should say for so long we've gotten these 6-inch scales, and I know BRGs and the LJNs are kind of breaking away from that, but it feels like we've gotten the 6-inch scale figures for so long that seeing these larger than life toys that scale up like these Everest figures, they do hit it right, man. And I don't know. I love them. I got to scale back on them because as we have talked about, they do come with a good size price tag. But if you guys have the means and happen to be a Warlord fan of that look, I'm going to tell you right now, do not pass this up.
Yeah.
Because you guys will not be, especially if you're a Warlord fan, you will not be sorry that you purchased this.
Yeah. And I can tell you the Road Warriors that are coming out are going to be my pillow buddy Road Warriors that I never picked up back in like 91. The Legion of Doom Everest series that are coming up, I can't afford them. I'm going to miss out on them. And it's going to be one like 5, 6, 7 years down the road, 6, 7 down the road. I'm going to turn around and want to kick my own ass from 5, 6, or 7 years ago because I didn't get those Everest series figures. It's going to happen. Watch. And
then you're going to come over and beat my ass and take my gold shoulder pads ones, aren't you?
No, I don't want the gold. I want the red.
You want the red?
I do. Yeah, I want the red.
Okay.
If I get gold shoulder pads, I would rather have them be like a BRG or a 6-inch scale. I wouldn't want them to be Everest. If it's the Everest, if I'm going to put that kind of money into it, I want it to be a predominant look from their career. So like black tights, like their NWA look, the black shoulder pads, the silver spikes, or the black and red look from their WWF run. I would want a predominant look from their career, not a one shot that was at SummerSlam 92. Just a personal preference for my collection. That's all. Just nitpicky.
Fair enough, dude. So that is the Everest series. And if you guys can, and you guys love that Warlord look, you will not be disappointed. Again, I got the Macho Man Mega Powers. I'm going to be getting the Macho Man from SummerSlam 89. I've got the Animal one, but then I'm going to have to scale back a bit because I can't go all in on all Everest Styles figures as much as I want to. And
unless they keep coming out with those names that are just hitting you in the feels.
Well, Warlord tugs at the heartstrings, but it's not getting me. But then who knows? I may see the figure and I'm going to be like, oh, that's so cool. You know,
when he's doing Demolition too.
Oh, that's right. Well,
yeah. It's a different look Demolition.
We're going to have to wait and see on those. There might be some, they're going to have to go in and do some work on those.
We talked about that.
Yeah. All right. By the way, we love Toonie over here.
Yes, we do.
All right. Time for KWK. He had a live with Fig Heel. And on that YouTube live, they showed off the prototype for Shelton Benjamin. He will have the gold standard look. A lot of people love that gold standard look. He'll have one where he's got black hair with orange trunks. And that is the Shelton Benjamin retro style.
Yep. Should be up for pre-order this year.
Yep. 3D printed figures. Now, these weren't painted. These were just 3D printed figures that were shown off. Jameson and Hayabusa.
He also had Bad News Brown with the rat.
Yes. Thank you. Bad News Brown as a retro style figure.
How about that Jameson? Who had Jameson on their 2026 bingo card before Shawn announced him last year?
I was going to say a lot of people did because he was on Jameson was on our Instagram our YouTube live.
So no. I'm saying before that announcement, who would have guessed Jameson was going to have an upcoming figure?
Good point.
That's crazy, but he's going to look so good next to your Bushwhackers. I'm telling you, already the grayed out sculpt looks incredible.
Yep. Also showed off O-ring style figures. Jake Roberts, he will have the snake. Bad News Brown was also shown. So the 3 3/4 O-ring style figures were shown off grayed out, not hand painted or anything just yet, as well as the O-ring style ring. There will be 2 different rings. Come with Earl Hebner. There'll be a black canvas ring, not real canvas, but think kind of Hasbro-esque.
Yep.
With the red ropes, and he called it the Attitude Ring. Then the red, white, and blue with the blue canvas, and that is the other ring. So there'll be 2 different rings coming with Earl Hebner.
I love that's a true. The blue one is a true callback to the Hasbro ring, and I love that.
Yep. So that was KWK with Fig Heel. You can go check out Fig Heel's YouTube channel, and you will be able to watch that. AEW Jazzwares Unmatched Series 13 was shown off. Kyle Fletcher, he will have a variant in that series. Hook, he'll come with the FTW title. Chris Statlander and Kenny Omega. That is AEW Jazzwares Unmatched Series 13.
That Chris Statlander is a good looking figure.
So is the Kyle Fletcher, even though he's changed his look. That does happen in the figure business where
it does happen. Yep.
Yeah. FTC ran into that.
They did.
I do have Collect Major down, but we get into all of that with Kanik at the end of the show. So make sure you stay tuned. All right, let's go over to WWE. Big Shot Pillow Buddies. They are coming out with 3 different CM Punks. Regular Chicago Trunks CM Punk look. There is a CM Punk with the spinner belt with the classic White Ringer CM Punk t-shirt, and tank top with Bret Hart tribute trunks and gear. That is the CM Punk Big Shot Pillow Buddies that are going to be coming.
You think they're going to make a Larry? I think that'd be cute.
That'd be adorable if they did.
Yeah, I think they should. And then donate the proceeds.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mattel's Elite Series 126 was shown off. Penta in red. Roman, he's got the red lay, I should say, and he's throwing up the 1. El Americana Grande. Roxana Perez, Jimmy Uso in white gear, and Damian Priest. That is Elite Series 126 picture shown off.
And thank you to Ethan Chambers for bringing this to my attention. On the Jimmy Uso figure, go look at the pictures and zoom in on his balls.
Thanks, Ethan.
Yep. It is the most ball dragon figure in Mattel's history, and I would not have noticed that until Ethan brought it to my attention. And now when I see the pictures of that Jimmy Uso figure, I'm looking right at his crotch, and I never want to see it again. Thank you, Ethan.
That's us in 10 years, buddy.
What's this thing hitting my kneecap? Oh,
when they make our figure, they're going to be like, oh, we got to reuse parts. Grab the Jimmy Uso balls.
Perfect.
All right. It fits. We did a 3D scan of their balls. All right. All right. Ultimate Edition Series 32 as well was shown off. Stone Cold with the Smoking Skull title, vest, Austin 316 cutoff shirt, and beer. That is Ultimate Edition Series 32, as well as Jake Roberts from WrestleMania 7. He will have the black hooded
the blindfold.
Thank you. Not see-through bag that they put over. They tried suffocating Rick Martel and Jake Roberts. And
yeah, they could breathe through it. They just couldn't see through it.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, it comes with that. The cool touch was, and Scott, I'll let you get into the extra head on Jake Roberts.
Yes. So being that this is from the WrestleMania 7 match, the angle that took place to lead to this match was Jake got sprayed in the face by arrogance by Rick Martel, and one of his eyes turned white. And so with this figure, one of the alternate heads is a white eye, much like the Hulk Hogan from WrestleMania 9 that came out that had the black eye on it. They went that way with Jake on this one by putting the white eyeball with it. One of the other cool parts is Rick Martel is actually mentioned on the back of the package, which obviously, of course, means our batshit crazy collector community read that and lost their collective mind. Oh my gosh, Mattel has the rights to Rick Martel now. We can't wait. And then, of course, that's how it starts. I may have been guilty of this too, but I don't think there's any correlation to them mentioning a name on the back of the package and actually having the license. I don't know that you have to do that, But of course, it doesn't stop speculation from happening. But here we are. But yeah, I think it's great they're doing that Jake look. It's one that it hasn't really been touched before, but they've got it's him from WrestleMania 7. And for all intents and purposes, you can just stick that extra head on there with the white eye, and boom, you've got WrestleMania 7 Jake and a blindfold.
And that will be purchased by Scott.
We'll see.
I bet you once that hits Big Bad Toy Store, I bet you're all over it.
It's possible.
Yeah, I think so. All right. It is time to get into the talk with Kanik. And Kanik will go over everything regarding major stars, MLB, even licenses and how the licenses break down regarding movie BRGs and a bunch of stuff. So we don't want you guys to miss this. We're excited to have Kanik on. We're always excited to have Kanik on, I should say. So let's get into that interview. I would like to welcome the man who is 5'6", but in our heart is Andre the Giant. Back from Toy Fair, Michael Kanik from the Major Pod, collectmajor.com. Of course, Michael, what's going on, man?
Oh, I love that intro. It was all a lie. I'm not 5'6". I wish I was 5'6". I would give up my Big Rubber collection and shares to be 5'6".
Hey, that was two truths and a lie. You have to figure out which one was the lie. What does he mean a lot to our hearts? Is he 5'6", or is he back from Toy Fair? Those are two truths and a lie. Try to figure it out.
Well, you also said the man, so
he is the man. So, okay,
yeah.
So at least we know that one's the truth. We
Absolutely.
are there. He is the man,
to say the least. You guys over at Collect Major had a successful Toy Fair, up one way, down the other, announcing a lot of new licenses, a lot of new figures. From us over here, congratulations, Michael. And
Thank
you always have a solid place in our heart, man. We always tell you we love you, whether it's at WrestleCon or whatnot, but we do. So again, we're happy for the successful New York Toy Fair for you, Brian, Matt, everybody involved over at Major Pod, Collect Major. So from us to you, congratulations.
absolutely.
It's a weird way to start, but we wanted to get that out of the way because we were really happy for you, man.
Hell yeah!
Thank you. I really appreciate it. And, I've said it multiple times. You guys have a very special place in my heart. When I was trying to peddle statues for a little company called Eagle Mouse, you're the only ones who wanted to put me on your show. So thank you very much. And look where we've become. Look where we started and where we've come to.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So now Toy Fair just happened again. We just mentioned that. Outside of Collect Major, you got to roam the floor. Was there anything that caught your eye? Now, Scott and I had talked about it previously, a lot of the cool stuff that we saw, but what was it that caught your eye from other toy makers, maybe NECA, Super 7, whatever it may be? What caught your eye over there?
Yeah. So I had some time to walk around. I like the guys at Rakimoto, who is the former creator of Funko. Really nice conversations with them too. Our licensing team and their licensing team are the same company. So looking to do something fun and cool with them, hopefully
Nice.
in the near future. But I really enjoy what they're doing. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but they use their packaging is like cup of noodles, and
Yeah.
you peel it back, and then you have a mystery figure. So it's really cool. And they gave me a few of them. So I was just staring at them right now. Little Snoopy ones. I like Snoopy. Super 7. I have friends at Super 7 who gave me a giant Snoopy. I'm not gonna probably get it, but it's about 12 inches big.
Nice.
What really caught my eye was Trick or Treat Studio. They have some really cool figures. They have a life-size leprechaun figure, it's very detailed. It's really cool. They have some RoboCop figures coming out that are really cool.
The Crow.
The Crow. They have a lot of good figures and they're very detailed. I think they're doing an amazing job. And I think their action figures series, like they're just getting into it too. I think it's only a year old. I think they normally do like puppets and masks and all that stuff. So it's really interesting to see where they go with that stuff. I'm definitely going to buy that leprechaun life-size figure. That way I could fuck around with Dylan, who's also he plays a leprechaun on TV and in the movies.
Speaking of Snoopy, they just showed off a Lego Snoopy too. So
Yeah.
that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, the Peanuts is a license that hopefully Major gets in the future.
A big rubber Snoopy.
Big rubber Snoopy, and do a little collab with Major League Baseball.
There you go.
So hopefully that in the near future.
Well,
Very cool.
you guys do have the MLB license. You showed off a bunch of new Macho Mans.
Yeah.
Yankees, Mets.
Mm-hmm.
I know why Mets.
Yeah.
And some other team down in Southern California. Screw them. But anywho, all in macho gear. I'm still waiting for the San Francisco one to pop up, but I will be waiting there
Soon.
with my wallet out. You guys get my money every single time, you bastards.
It's crazy for when you're at a convention and there's so many people who come up to you who get upset that you're taking all their money, because it just brings a smile to my face.
Yeah.
Legal pickpocketing. It works.
Yeah.
Now, is the plan to have all 30 MLB teams?
Yes. So
Okay.
we're going to do something for every team. If it's a mascot or, some sort of collab with Macho or another superstar later down on the road. And then we are going to be doing players too.
You got the MLB PA license, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. We have the MLB PA license.
That's right.
But if it's going to be big rubber guys or major stars, that we're going to be doing players. I think we're going to start off with major stars for the players.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Any chance of changing the scaling at all, or a new scaling for you guys?
But major stars, no, we're going to keep that same form factor, just to keep everything universal. I think people really like the display of how major stars come. And then even if you want to take it out, it's also still resealable packaging where you can take it out, position it or whatever. And then if you want to take it to a convention and get it signed, you can just pop it back in. Major Stars, I think, is personally one of our best products. I really like how they're designed and they're articulated, and their face details are top notch.
What does the MLBPA license mean as far as like legend players? Is it only current, or are you able to dip into that pool?
It is case by case. So not everyone is included, but if I do want to get someone, they do work with me and say, okay, this is not part of your contract, but we can help you get this person. Everything's dollars when it comes to licensing. How much are you willing to pay?
Okay, got it. So you have the main license to current day rosters, but
Correct.
as far as older players, it's a pay to play kind of thing. So if you get a lot
Yeah.
of demand for a certain name, then you guys can discuss that, and maybe we'll get a figure of that person down the road.
Correct.
There you go, Jeff. Will Clark. It's potential.
Well, I'm thinking like Don Mattingly, Bonds. Anywho, we could just go into a laundry list of names of a wish list, but
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah. This whole MLBPA thing has me super excited. Like the idea of getting a Judge Big Rubber guy, like he was made to be an action figure. I
Well,
can't
let's
wait.
Yeah.
all right, temper our expectations, because as of right now, as Kanik said, they're going to be in the major star scaling.
I'll have
So-
it next year. I'll have it. It'll be on the table next year, guaranteed. It's Aaron Judge, man. Come on.
Has there been anything difficult working with MLB, or what's been the biggest struggle, or has there been a struggle?
No real struggles. It's just everyone has their way of doing things. So when you're working with MLB, they want their reporting submitted this way, and they want to have their payments done this way. And then, for example, the people that manage the Rambo license, that agency, they want it done this way and that way. And so it's just learning what everyone's way of doing things, and then you get a little confused and jumbled. A fun story is the agency that we're using to have a license for Rambo. They came to me and they're like, "Hi, my name is so and so. You're using my license for Rambo?" And I go, "Oh, yes." And she goes, "You're supposed to be getting another license. I'm not going to say which one." And I go, "Yes, I was just waiting on the contract." And she goes, "Well, I'm waiting on my royalty reports for Rambo, so I can't
Oh,
give you a contract." And she like she said it in not in a very she said it in a very nice way. And Matt is right next to me and he's just cracking up because
Can't have one without the other.
and he's just like, well, that's why we didn't get the contract in time. And I'm like, I didn't know.
So you have the license for Rambo. Are there more Rambo figures planned?
Yes, we have more planned because we do have the rights for First Blood 2. I think a few more of the Rambos as well. So it's not just First Blood. It's I think it might be the whole franchise. I gotta double check.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, I mean,
Yeah.
just speaking Stallone here, is there any chance you guys are able to go into the Rocky territory?
So that is a different license.
Got it.
And
Okay.
you got to go through a different agency for that one.
I see.
Yeah. So, but never say never. You know, I can tell you now we're working with some licenses that we're just waiting on the contract, and that's really the biggest part is getting the deal memo and then getting the contract. And you get the deal memo and you sign off on the deal memo, but you don't get the contract in time, and it's a waiting game. But yeah, I mean, we're working with some people right now that if you told me just 2 years ago, I would be like, you're crazy. This is a pipe dream. And now, so we announced a lot of things at Toy Fair. I think we're most likely gonna be doing a panel at San Diego Comic-Con come July, and then you're gonna see another wave of announcements, and I think people are gonna be very excited for it.
Anything for WrestleCon?
WrestleCon, I think for WrestleCon we won't mention licenses, but we'll probably talk about wrestlers that we've signed.
So there will be some announcements then at WrestleCon, most likely.
I think so. I think so.
Awesome.
I'll leave that one up to the guys and see how they want to do it. If there's a way of doing it. It's a little tough now because of the guy named Matthew who went over to New York.
He went up north.
Yeah, so I don't know how we're gonna do it at WrestleCon, but definitely for San Diego Comic-Con. Nothing is set in stone, but it seems like we're gonna go do something. We've done it multiple years in the past, so we'll try to have a panel, and if we don't have a panel, then we'll do some sort of live stream to announce the new licenses and new wrestlers that we've signed.
Okay, and then so two questions real quick. One is about the MLBPA license, and then we'll come back to the WrestleCon thing real quick. MLBPA, I know we kind of touched on this the last time we spoke to you. Is there any progress on stadium giveaways with you guys?
We haven't really had that conversation. I think we've briefly had the conversation, but not like an extent to how do we do this. If we were to do it, it would have to be a major star, because I think a big rubber guy stadium thing would probably bankrupt us.
In shipping alone.
But I'm gonna say don't say never because it's a possibility.
Awesome.
But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for Major League Baseball and everything that we have planned. So,
is there a chance? I kind of want to follow up on Scott's question there. The major star MLBPA figures, will they be in like team shops at the stadiums?
that's a very good question. We are planned to be in all stadiums.
Perfect. Okay.
So
cool.
mascots, major stars, all that. That's the goal. So we are in talks with the stadiums to get that done. Our plans are also plans us to also be in all the gift shops in the areas. Like it's just following up and getting everything done. We have a lot of interest of. I found out that I've been saying this word funny. It's just how I talk. I'm sorry, guys. It's how I talk. Distributed. So I've been getting.
We've all got one word. It's okay, Kanik.
Yeah,
we've all got that one.
I think I have a whole dictionary of words that I say wrong. But, distributors. So we have a lot of distributors who are planning on picking us up. So. And a lot more partnerships, stronger partnerships. So I think you're going to see big rubber guys in a lot of locations coming. If not in 2026, definitely in 2027.
Okay.
So it's very exciting.
When you say distributorships or partnerships, are we thinking? I'm not going big box stores, but like, are we talking like comic shops? Are we talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right, sweet.
Yeah,
and
so,
bigger maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
So there's some, I can't without names.
Right.
There's a lot of places who are interested in picking up big rubber guys, some retail stores that you would find at a mall, some, mom and pop shops like you mentioned before. But we're a part of Walmart's collectibles section online. So we're on
Yes.
Walmart online. Um, and they're very happy with how sales have been going and they would like to do more with us. So,
Oh,
um,
sweet.
yeah, so we're not in the retail store, but we're going to focus online, and I think that's where it belongs
Mhm.
for now, because it does take up a lot of shelf space and everything. So it would be difficult for our figures to be there, but there are talks of an exclusive for them.
and that actually kind of dumps right into my WrestleCon question. I know you can't announce it,
Hmm.
but do you have any hints for what the exclusive WrestleCon figure is going to be?
Um, we were supposed to have a good amount of exclusives for WrestleCon. I just don't think they're going to arrive in time.
Oh, so you're going to do like order forms there or something, or
No, we're gonna have something there. Um,
okay,
it's just now I have to look at the pipeline of what we have and say, okay, I got to move this so that this goes here, and we'll hold this for another event. I shift things around in the calendar. Um,
okay,
but yeah, we'll definitely have something at WrestleCon. To be honest, I don't even know what it is yet.
okay. I'll take that. I'll
That's
take
all
that.
right. That's all right,
Yeah,
man.
I think people give me more credit than I really am. I'm very dumb.
You could have fooled us, man, because I remember when we talked in LA 3 years ago at
Yeah,
WrestleCon, and you were super pumped. You ran up to Jeff and I, and you're like, "You guys aren't going to believe this. We're going to start doing LJN inspired figures."
yeah,
And Myers named them. We're going to name them Big Rubber Guys. And I go, "Dude,
yeah,
that's great." And honestly, it wasn't even at this point 3 years ago. We're still a few months away from being 3 years, the 3 year mark. And
yeah,
look where you are now.
yeah.
It's incredible to me. And just to go back to what Jeff said, I'm just so happy for you because I mean, you can see it when you have an in person conversation with
Yeah,
you, how excited and passionate you are. And I think that really helps the brand with all of you guys being fans first
yeah.
and then creating something. That's why we all get excited because we see how excited you get just talking about it.
First of all, thank you. That was very nice of you to say. I think you failed to mention I also drank a lot that day, and that's what was really making me happy.
I was going to leave it out, but you know.
And when you say a lot, it was a lot.
And it was like 1 o'clock
um,
in the afternoon.
yeah,
We aren't going to talk about that. That's a different story for a different time.
um, no, yeah, I had a surreal moment at Toy Fair when, we didn't have a small booth. We had a very good sized booth. Trust me, I saw, I'm the guy who pays the invoice. So, I, it's not cheap to do what we did at Toy Fair, and it's cool when Jeremy Padawa comes down to check out your booth and say to you how proud he is of you and impressed how everything turned out. And it was like a surreal moment because I remember packing major bendies in my basement one by one and trying to figure out how am I going to sell 500 figures. And now it's, how am I going to sell 5,000 figures? How am I going to sell 10,000? Like I keep on
Yep.
bringing the goal up.
Keep pushing that goalpost back.
Yeah. And just I'm raising the bar every time. And I set goals for myself every year. And last year was a tough year for a lot of toy companies because of the tariffs and everything else going on in the world. A lot of companies went bankrupt and people didn't pay their bills. Last year was probably one of our hardest years
Mhm.
as a company, but you know, we made it work. And I didn't get to hit my goals then, but now I'm just like, you know what? I didn't hit those goals last year, but I'm still raising the bar and getting that stuff up. Because if I succeed, I feel like the whole community succeeds because now I'm starting to give these jobs out to people that I know from the community that deserve it and that can help us. And I'm going to say this just because I said this does not mean you can DM me asking for a job.
Damn it.
I get 5 of those a day now.
I'm gonna fine. I'll delete my message. I was already typing it up.
No, but it's fun because it's like, there's people that are not technically on the payroll, but they're getting some sort of freelance job helping us. If it's not for photography, videography, social media, these are just all people who I've discovered through this figure community that we all belong to. And I know they're good people and they're honest people, and they're talented. So why not help them? So as long as
Oh yeah.
I continue succeeding, I could help other people succeed too. So
It's a good way of putting it.
Amazing. Talk about giving back. I think that's incredible.
yeah, and that's the goal too, is just I want to grow this business to be the next Jazzwares, where I can then have a throne and tower of big rubber guys that's just filled with people from the community that we could all just bounce ideas with and get shit done.
I love it.
I do want to go back to the movie line that you had just talked about, shown off at New York Toy Fair with sketch art for Princess Bride figures, BRGs, I should say, Princess Bride BRGs, Andre the Giant and Fezzik. Again, that had to be a different license because you guys do have the Andre license, but you do have to go through a different license to get it. But there have been quite a few people that we have spoken with that are very excited for those BRGs. So you guys hit a home run on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a no-brainer, right? That was just a layup. The issue is getting the license, right?
Yeah.
And I'm lucky enough that I found someone who's been in the toy world, in the licensing world for over 30 years. He's worked everywhere. So he's currently working at Rakimoto. He's done some freelance work for Jazzwares, and he's working for Major. So he's just so impressive. And we have these calls, and he says, "Well, this is what we have lined up. What's on your wish list?" And he's heard me say Power Rangers 1,000 times. So Power Rangers, he tells me besides Power Rangers. And Princess Bride was on the list, so he knows the people at Princess Bride because he's done Princess Bride figures in the past, and he just calls them up. And the big issue is he can get the call. It's now them asking me, "Well, what are you going to do with our brand?" And and once again, it goes down to dollars. Like, well, what can you pay us up front, and what do you expect us to pay us throughout the full run, and how many figures you think you're going to produce, and all that stuff. So you got to do a lot of forecasting. It's not easy. Thankfully, I didn't know how to play any sports as a child, and I only learned how to use Excel, so I can do a lot of forecasting very well and very fast.
You did it right, dude.
Stay in school, kids.
Yes.
Learn how to do your taxes in Excel spreadsheets.
Well, I can't do that. I have a team of accountants now.
See, he's baller now, Jeff. That's what happens.
Yeah, he doesn't have to pay.
I wouldn't say baller, but I'm trying to make sure I don't go to jail.
Meet Diddy. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry. Too soon.
Oh,
Too
come
soon.
on.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
Soon.
Another one I'm excited about, and I was blown away. Flash Gordon.
Yeah. So this might have been an idea I had after too many cocktails.
Sometimes those are the best. I'm just saying, those can be the best.
And I'll go back to that in a few seconds. Let me finish this before I forget. The Flash Gordon Phantom. It just popped in my head. I was drinking, and I was like, Flash Gordon and Phantom. That might be an easy license to grab because we were so full transparency. We were focusing on these licenses that are tough to get, and I realized I thought we would have them all in time for Toy Fair, and we didn't. And I was like, we have to announce something, right? So I was like, what are some licenses that we could probably grab quickly? So Princess Bride, we got literally signed the week before Toy Fair, so that's why we only had sketches. Phantom and Flash Gordon, we got signed probably a week before that. It was like, okay, what can we get? So I say that, and there was also a whole other list of licenses that I thought we can get quickly, and we got deal memos and all that stuff, but we just didn't sign the actual contract. So those are also coming in. So what I ended up doing was probably just adding more stuff to our plate in a very short time.
While drinking.
More to announce in July, right? At San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah, more stuff to announce in July. I think July is going to be a big time for us, so keep an eye on that. But back to the drinking. Matt and I were out at Toy Fair, and we're like, well, we got to continue drinking, right? This is how we get our ideas. And we just went to a bar with TTD and just drank. And man, we came up with so many ideas the next day. Sorry, I had to burp. If the mic got that, but we got so many. I think it was just me remembering all the alcohol we drank.
That was a flashback.
Yeah, I got heartburn from the tequila shots. But yeah, we drank the whole night, and we regretted it the next morning. But we had so many ideas, and we were just screaming at each other in the bar, like, "This is why we go out drinking, for the ideas."
There it is. So Flash Gordon and the Phantom as well. We may as well bundle that in.
Yeah,
big rubber guy format, like
yes,
Princess Bride.
those will be big rubber guys formats, and Phantom. One of the reasons why I wanted Phantom was because I remember being a kid and my dad just taking me to see the Phantom movie.
Yep, the Billy Zane, right?
Yep, and
Yep.
I was just like, I love the Phantom, and my father loves the Phantom.
Very toyetic.
Yeah, and he's just so toyetic, and Flash Gordon as well. So it's going to be the cartoon series Flash Gordon.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so
both,
not that movie that came out.
Yeah, no.
So gotcha.
And it's not Flash Gordon in the first Ted movie where he's like, "You like to party," and then he tapped his nose. It won't be in that pose or anything.
It can't be him. That sucks.
Oh, okay. All right.
That is a separate license, and then you have to get actor approved.
Nah, darn it. All right.
Yeah.
No, I think those are gonna be fun. I can see those being just great looking figures.
Yeah,
So-
I got the sketches back today. Full color renders and everything, and
sweet.
I'm pumped for them.
That's
They
great.
look really good.
With the movie line, how do you guys go about choosing which pose they're in? Because at least for wrestlers, it makes sense. Like, for example, over your right shoulder is Sting. That's his galoob.
Right.
Suited Ric Flair has like a microphone kind of up, or he has his hand cocked up like he's holding a microphone. That makes sense. There's a lot of
Right.
makes sense. But for movies, how do you guys go about deciding on the poses for that one?
So, TTD, our artist, who's probably the most talented and best person that's ever graced my life, he comes up with a lot of the poses, and we discuss a little bit in the beginning. What's this person known for? What's his actions? So, the Phantom is positioned in a way with like the guns and everything. So for when he's shooting, and Flash Gordon's like that cool hipster way of how he shoots. So it's looking at the character and then seeing what are they most memorable for.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. Other BRGs that were shown off to at New York Toy Fair on from Collect Major, you got the AEW Orange Cassidy.
Yep.
Great job, hands in the pockets. Jushin Thunder Liger, that was another one where we talked to a lot of people and they lost their shit, to say the least. So
Yeah.
that was another home run hit by you guys right there.
Yeah, thanks. That was a fun license because we're doing it in partnership with Pro Wrestling Tees. So that will be a Pro Wrestling Tees exclusive.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
There you go.
News there, folks.
Yeah, there's news.
Yeah.
Is there a date yet for that exclusive?
If there is a date, and if Ryan from Pro Wrestling Tees is listening to this, I am sorry, I do not remember.
All right.
It's this year though.
It is this year.
Okay.
Perfect.
But,
Perfect.
Yeah, all dates go mixed up in my mind these days, and I have to like open up some sort of spreadsheet that's probably not up to date.
Why did I put equals sum
Yeah.
plus C.
If some equals Matt Cardona driving me insane.
Josh Barnett was also shown off over at New
Yep.
York. That was another big signing for you guys. Sergeant Slaughter, Warlord, 91 gimmick. That was also
Yeah.
another big one. A lot of people love that gimmick as well.
Is the mask molded on or is it removable?
It's molded on.
Got it. But the staff is removable?
The staff is removable.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And of course, a one-man gang that blew me away. Excellent job, dude.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, once again, it's all TTD. Probably one of the most talented people I've ever met and one of the nicest guys. We basically, and these were his words, we basically gave him a whole booth at New York Toy Fair to showcase his art because everything was him. And I'm just like, yeah, well, you've also done all my tattoos, so I walk around with your art everywhere I go.
There's like $600 of art of his art on your arm, dude.
Way more than 600.
Oh, actually, hold on. I did get a couple of questions from some of our listeners because I told them we were going to have you on.
Okay.
So I, as Jeff was going over the news here, the one-man gang reminded me because obviously that was one of the biggies in the group. Will one-man gang have accessories like the chain, vest, or sunglasses?
No. Whatever it was shown at Toy Fair, that's what he'll be having, which I don't believe he has any accessories.
Okay, so no accessories with gang?
Yeah.
This is one of those you can copy and paste the answer if you want.
Yeah.
They're going to do Boss Man in the LJN line with Mattel.
Okay.
Is there any chance you guys are going to try to get nails?
If we can get the license, then yes.
Because you had nails previously, right? On a bendy?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you still have the rights to nails?
I don't believe so. That was a weird situation.
Okay.
Where it was a High Spots exclusive, and High Spots negotiated the deal to have us make the figure, and then I believe that contract has ended. We would have to get it back, and he wants a pretty good chunk of money, from my understanding.
Got it. Okay.
He saw his WrestleCon worth back in Philadelphia. He's like, well, I can raise my price a little bit.
Well,
yeah, right.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So I did have a couple of questions as well from a couple of people.
Yeah, go for it. I'm looking because I know I had more.
Obviously, WWE belts are out off the table, obviously. But any talks of other belts coming into play, maybe UWF, the world class, any other belts that are scheduled or lined up for you guys that you got the rights for?
Right. Yeah, so we have the rights to a good chunk of belts. I bought a whole portfolio. Not buy, but licensed out a whole portfolio of belts, and it's just going through that and seeing what makes sense. Because a lot of it doesn't. I think we kind of already hit on which ones do make sense, and so that's for that portfolio of belts. We are thinking about re-releasing some of those belts that came with the figures because I know people want multiple versions, all that stuff. But we do have the AEW belts coming out. So we got the AEW Championship, the TNT Champion. We're going to try to do a lot more with AEW if they allow us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
And of course, the last question, with how big you guys are getting, and the popularity of big rubber guys is growing, as we all know. The ring, is there a LJN-esque monster scale ring?
It's not in the pipeline for now. We want to see how the Major Stars ring goes first, and if that sells well, then we're gonna most likely do a big rubber guys ring, and not giving out too much information just in case Broski's listening. I had a conversation with someone at Toy Fair that we think we could do multiple versions of a ring and make it fun. So like have that, we can do that typical, you know, wrestling ring, but then also do something really crazy and fun that's like totally left field that totally makes sense, but you wouldn't expect it.
All right, all right. I like it. I like it. Like a movie line ring where they have cameramen on the outside and stuff. No, I'm just joking. I'm just throwing that out there. No, no. What I like is a lot of third party companies are now starting to come with the rings or come out with some types of rings. As you had mentioned, the major stars, KWK is coming out with his.
Mhm.
It's cool to see that again because that's one thing. It's great getting everybody, but to get a ring, there's that special,
Yeah.
feeling. It takes us back to the LJN days and the Hasbro days. So it's cool to see all this, these rings starting to come to the forefront, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's a cool thing just to see what everyone's doing. We're all, I like to think for a majority of us, there's a few companies that I won't name names, but we're all coming from a good place in our heart, doing this. We're all fans at one point or still are, and we're doing cool things. That's it, right?
Yeah.
That's
And
the answer.
and the fans appreciate this.
Right.
Because before when it was just Figures Toy Company and
Right.
Mattel, we had a laundry list of wish lists. It was
Right.
like, oh, we want so and so. We would love a figure of this guy. Well, now there's so many third party companies that wish list is now dwindled to basically
Big time.
nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
There are still a couple of names still out there, but
I think I think there's always going to be a wish list because the collection people, well, I got this, well, now I need this. And
yeah,
that's how I
Yep.
see what's going on with Big Rubber Guys. You think we're done, and then we come up with the Major League Baseball thing, and now, well, I want this, this, and this, and then we come up with, Princess Bride, and we're like, well, I need this Andre and this Andre.
Yep.
Um,
It's quite the rabbit
uh,
hole.
yeah, it's just, and there's other things that we're going to be doing too, and it's just going to continue. So I think the wish list for us at least is going to keep on going as long as we keep on growing with multiple licenses. And I don't want people to think we're just a wrestling uh, figure business. We're a pop culture business.
yeah.
Yep.
And on top of that, on your Instagram is a picture with you, and it's a group photo, but Mike Tyson is in the background. So we look forward to the BRG Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
You can see that. You can see that picture on Kanik's Instagram.
Yeah. So my brother worked for Mike Tyson as his chief science officer, developing weed for him. So
Nice.
Allegedly, right? Allegedly.
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 I don't
No,
know.
legally.
Oh,
So I did film a commercial with Mike Tyson and Chavo Guerrero
What?
and Kurt Angle and
Dude.
Henry Cejudo and a few other people that I can't remember their names right now. But yeah, so I'll be honest with you, I've looked into it and it's a very costly license.
I can imagine.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
We've talked to a few people that have reached out regarding that license as well, and they were like, yeah, okay, we'll take a couple steps back because, as you said,
Yeah.
it is costly.
Yeah. And that's probably me getting a friends and family discount.
Ooh,
Man. Any plans to go into because O-ring figures are starting to make a comeback a little bit, right?
Yeah.
A couple of independent companies are starting to make them. Pro Wrestling Tees had them, KWK. Do you guys have any vision of doing 3 3/4 inch?
I've thought about it in the past. I pitched it to Matt and Brian like years ago, and it was nothing that I think we wanted to explore. But once again, I'm never gonna say that we wouldn't bring it up again. But I do have ideas of other new product lines that we're
Okay.
gonna start exploring, and I even pitched them to some of the retailers that we spoke to, and they seemed very interested. It's just now us doing the work to getting it done while we're also still managing everything else. So, um,
Does that include a 6-inch line?
so It's developing everything. No,
I like how he's evading. You're quite the politician now, Kanik. You've learned how to sidestep and duck and dive and dodge. I like it.
He learned from dodgeball.
Yeah.
Duck, dip, dive,
exactly.
dodge, duck.
That might not be a bad big rubber guy.
Wait for the announcement in July.
There's a few product lines that we've discussed internally and talked to some of the retailers at Toy Fair, and they all seem pretty interested. And it's something that we have to just develop now and see how it works.
Okay.
But also we're running thin on time with everyone because of how much we do and how we're growing right now.
Well, speaking of growing, you mentioned earlier about the bigger presence at retail, right? Does this change your plans at all from, I mean, right now you're kind of on a pre-order system with a few evergreen figures. Does this change that forecast at all to where maybe you stick with the pre-order system, but you have a wider assortment of evergreen figures to kind of sate that need out there?
Yeah, and that's something that we've been talking about doing for some time now anyway. Growing that evergreen library a little bit more.
Okay.
So that Andre that's coming out in this black singlet, that's going to be an evergreen. Ric Flair in the suit is going to be an evergreen. We're going to have an evergreen Sergeant Slaughter. We're going to have an evergreen Macho Man. That's not from the pink one that we had before. Kind of retired that one.
That's great.
Already. So, we'll keep on making some evergreens to help support the retail system, but also continue doing that pre-order model, because I think that helps us still stay being a collectible brand, right?
Got it.
And we're not going to overproduce and certain figures, but at the same time, if you find us now, you can grab something right away, and we feel comfortable making a good amount of those characters because those are very popular characters.
Got it. So no Young Stallions evergreens. Got it.
Exactly.
By the way, thank you. I get paid tomorrow, so I got to get my pre-order in for the Rogeaus. Thank you for reminding me.
Chef's kiss on those, by the way. Holy crap.
Thank you.
Well, Kanik, we don't want to hold you up too much, but we do want to thank you for being on. Always a pleasure having you on, man. Check out collectmajor.com. This month's pre-order is the fabulous Rogeaus. You got about a week left to get those up until February 28th. Wait, is this a leap year?
I don't think so.
No? All right. We're good. Till 28th. So you have till February 28th to get your pre-order in. Pre-order is the order. So make sure you get that in for the fabulous Rogeaus, BRGs. And also Major Stars, don't want to leave those out. Those are very nicely detailed figures that you guys are doing with those. Nick Nemeth was shown off as well. Ric Flair, very well detailed. Excellent job on those. Macho as well. So check those out. Also collectmajor.com.
And Ryan Buds picked up the Rambo and Jean-Claude Van Damme BRGs, and he absolutely loves them and is basically waiting in line for the next series. So you've got a hit on your hands with that one, dude.
We have more coming on with those, and also add on to Major Stars. We have some movie stuff coming in for those as well. So we got Blues Brothers coming out.
That's right.
And we have more in the pipeline. It's a very exciting time, and if you're listening right now and you're going, this guy sounds very tired, he is. And
you should have seen the size of his booth at New York Toy Fair. It was crazy. He's a busy man.
I'm still trying to recover from Toy Fair, but I'm slowly getting there.
Well, Kanik, we definitely thank you for being on. Again, we already told you we love you, man. You have an open door policy. Anytime you want to come on, anytime, just hit us up, man. You're more than welcome to come on, man.
100%.
Thank you, guys. I love you guys, so I really
love you
appreciate
too,
it.
and we'll see you. I'll see you at WrestleCon.
Absolutely.
Love
Kanik,
you, dude.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Fullyposeable. Let's go.
Jeff and Scott, the Toon Brothers, busting out the ring. But we don't take it out the box, MOC. Happy toy hunting, we'll see you next week. We're the OGs of WFP. Fullyposeable, thank you all for listening. It ain't no storyline, real life siblings. So everybody go and do your toy spotting. Hashtag Fig Life, adios from the Kings.